The first term we're going to put on the board comes in the beginning of this chapter. It says kul. Kul. Kul is a term in Arabic meaning say. Say. Two letters, just two Arabic letters make kul, say. Kul. This is kul. Say. Should be two dots here. I'm going to make it good for the board, for the camera maybe. Kul. This is a big kul. It means say. This is say. Say. Shouldn't be no wavy mark here. I'm used to using the chalk. I have to get used to this marker here. Kul means say. And we've come to another word, a'udhu, a'udhu, a'udhu. It comes from the word a'adha, a'adha, like this, a'adha, a'adha. This should be a dot, a'adha, a'adha, a'adha. And a'adha means to seek protection, to seek refuge, to seek protection. And the next word we're going to use is the one-letter word, bi, bi. It's written like this, one dot, bi, bi. I hope we get a dot there. It's supposed to be a dot, this bi. And it has a little dash under it for the sound bi, bi. This means with or by or through, to seek help from or with God, to seek help through God, etc. And the next word we want to put is rab. Rab. So we want to separate these in the kind of like columns here, you see. This is one, and this rab. Rab. Has a double sign here. It means shadda, double letter. That means double letter. Rab. Rab. And the next word we're going to put is falaq. Falaq. This is the vocabulary of the surah. Falaq. Falaq. There it is. Falaq. Falaq. Two dots over this qaf, qaf, falaq, falaq. And the next word we want is min, min. Now, these words begin with that's the first verse, and it goes through to falaq, and the next word will start with the second verse. So I'm going to put a little circle here, to let you know we start with the second verse. That's the two. In Lughat al-Arabiya, that's the Arabic, too. Min. The next is min. Min, like that. Min. This word means from. And also we have another word now, shar. This is a word, important word, very important word for this understanding this chapter. Shar. And we put here, I better go here now. We don't, separation there. Shar. Shar. Like this, shar, sh, three dots, these are dots, we just remember these are dots, shar and sh, and a double letter, double r, shar, shar. This is the word we mentioned, sharrihi, sharrihi. We said, al-qadru khayrihi wa sharrihi min Allah ta'ala. The potential for shar, for doing harm, or evil, or bad, mischief, this is translated mischief sometimes. And also the potential for doing good, for doing that benefits, that is useful, helpful. Both are from God. Both are from God. God gave us the potential. If He gave us free will, conscience, intelligence, and free will, then that's the same as saying He gave us also the potential. We have the potential to do good, the potential to do bad. It's left with us, whether we're going to use that potential for good or use that potential for harm. Min shar, that's shar, and then we have khalaq, khalaq, khalaq. We're going to put two words together, ma khalaq, ma and khalaq, ma khalaq, ma khalaq. Actually, the verb, past tense verb, khalaqa, 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 ma khalaq. I'll put it here, khalaqa. But we stop and read, we stop on this word, we don't pronounce this this vowel, we say ma khalaq, not ma khalaqa. Ma khalaq, and we have here now to begin another verse. Also I'll put the 3 for the next verse we are starting. This is a 3 fil lughat al-Arabiyya, in Arabic language, 3. And 3, we have غاسق, the word غاسق. We have شر غاسق, شر غاسق. But I'll just, you have شر already in the vocabulary, so I'll just put غاسق. غاسق. See? غاسق. غاسق. من شر غاسق إذا. So now we want another word. إذا. Well, let's see. We get it here. Make another column. إذا. This word means when. When it occurs. Either. Or if it should occur at what time or when. Either. Waqaba. The next word is waqaba. 2 dots. Waqaba. When it becomes intense. This is the darkness, ghasiqin, darkness. When it becomes waqaba, intense, very tense, intense are very dense, deep, thick darkness, gross darkness, heavy darkness. Waqaba. And we have another word which comes from an-nafathati. We're going to use the past tense verb nafatha. It's a dot, a dot, fa, to get that. And this is fa. 3 dots, fa. Nafatha. إذا وقف ومن شر النفثات, coming from this word nafatha. Fi. Now we have another word for the vocabulary. Fi means in. Fi. Usually fi in ordinary script will have 2 dots under here for the ya. But in Quran, the fi will no dots. This is ya, the last letter ya will have no dots, like this fi. Fil uqad. So now we want the word uqad. I'm going to try to get all this from one chapter on one board. Uqad. L-O-qad. Let me stand out of the way so you can see. L-O-qad. This should be like dash. L-uqad. And the next word we have fil uqad. And now we come to the 4th verse. Hasidin. The one who envies. Either hasada. So we're going to put the past tense verb hasada. Hasada. Now, let's read the verse from the Quran with the translation given in this translation by Yusuf. See here, we're going to read the surah and give the translation. This is a special, very special edition done in sacred Mecca, very special edition done in sacred Mecca, and the verses have been measured on each page so that the reader does not have to go to the next page to pick up the remainder of a verse, of any verse. Every verse will be completed on the page itself. And there's not here the translator, but I'm sure this is the translation that is used, that has been taken from. It might have been made again, but it's basically the same as the one by Yusuf Abdullah. Now let's read the chapter Al-Falaq. It begins as all the chapters begin, except one, the 9th chapter, with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And as you perhaps know, the verse Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim appears in the text of that 9th chapter also. Qul, say, A'udhu bi Rabbil Falaq. Say, I seek refuge or seek protection with the Lord of the dawn. That is the Lord of the daybreak or the dawn. Min sharri ma khalaq. From the mischief of created things, or from the harm, or the evil, or the bad of created things. Wa min sharri ghasiqin idha waqab. And from the mischief of darkness as it overspreads. Remember, we use the term for ghasiq, mean intense, dense, very heavy, gross darkness. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. And from the mischief of those who blow on knots. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. And from the mischief of the envier, or the envious one, as he practices envy. Now, let us quickly just read again over this to kind of comment or make some further explanation. Say, I seek refuge with the Lord of the dawn, or the Lord of the daybreak. Now, and if we want to go directly to the physical concept that is referred to here, we have to wake up early in the morning before daybreak and see the first light appearing in the eastern sky and witness the dawn or the daybreak. However, we know also, and we read something on the soul. We will read it now about the soul, where God tells us in Surah Al-Shams, the chapter titled The Sun, the Shams, the Sun. It says, here, we have it right here. I'll read it directly from the text here. In the 7th verse of this chapter, by the soul and the proportion and order given to it, verse 8, and its inspiration as to its wrong and its right, and verse 9, truly he succeeds that purifies it, or make contribution to his soul, to the benefit, to the purity and growth of his soul, and he fails that corrupts it. And in Arabic, in the original language of the text, begins وَالنَّفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. These are the verses. So we have here, what we read this for is to bring to our attention, the soul, as it is given in the Quran, that the soul is the seat of both the morality of man and also the intellect, the rational mind or the rational conscience of man. And as we conclude this particular part on Surah Al-Falaq, we have to understand that reference is not only made to the physical dawning or the physical daybreak, but it is also made to the dawning of intelligence and morality intelligence in our souls, And we wish you had more time to deal with the historical problems for that dawning. We will conclude that chapter now, comments on that chapter, and we'll go to the next chapter, Surah An-Nas. And again, we will put the vocabulary on the board.